welcome to my 2021 Canadian election prediction. So let's start. So there's this awesome website called 338 Canada. I'm going to leave a link down below. And it just really makes Canadian elections easier. So as you can see, they believe that the popular vote will go for the Conservative Party. And there's margins of errors, of course. And the Liberal Party, led by Prime Minister Trudeau, it's close, around almost 32%. And the NDP, basically like the progressive version of their party, is at 20, even though I do think that's a bit inflated at the moment. And the PPC is basically like a right-wing populist party, the Green Party, and the Quebec Nationalist. So, and the federal vote projection, as of now, they believe that it's going to be a really, really close election. And it's only going to be between the Conservative versus the Liberal Party, of course. And let me see, is that it? At the moment, they believe it's going to be around anywhere from 140 to like 180, but just take the average, around 150 for 150 to 160 for the Liberals, and around 140 to 150 for the Conservative Party. And NDP would be around 20 to 30, in my opinion. And the LPC. And after the debates that they had recently, the Liberal Party has gotten a decent boost in the polls. I think as long as there's no, not October surprise, but there's no September surprise, they should do good and keep going with this momentum they have at the moment until election day, which is not that far away. But because there's not that much room for any errors for the Liberal Party, they cannot have anything go wrong for them, because if that happens, then O'Toole and the Conservative Party will just narrowly probably win. Okay. So if you want to check this part out of the website, it's basically like they give you the map of each seat, and it's really good. It's every single seat, and it tells you like the margins of error, who has the biggest advantage. And I think this website and the polls have a 90% accuracy, so it's mostly on the dot in most seats and elections. And if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description. And here we go. So this is the latest screenshot we have at the moment. 250k simulations from 338 Canada. And it has the popular vote, as I've said before, with the Canadian Conservative Party leading the popular vote and the Liberals at 32, which kind of does remind me of 2019 and the elections. So let me zoom in a little bit and make things better. So this is 2019, and as you can see, Trudeau lost the majority with the Liberals, and it went down to 157, and they actually lost the popular vote back then, only winning 33% of the vote, and the Conservative Party actually got more percent of the vote, and the popular vote as well, so more percentage and popular vote. And for the other parties, for the Bloc Québécois, here it is, and for the New Democratic Party, I don't think they're gonna do as well as some people say, but I think they're gonna do like more than 15, 16. And Maxine Bernier, if he's able to get more and split the Conservative vote, he might be able to gain one seat, like 7% at best. But yeah, and for the 2021 election, here are the nominees. Not the nominees, but the party leaders, I should say. Sorry. So we have Erin O'Toole, same people except for the Green Party new leader, and yeah, Erin O'Toole has ran a pretty interesting campaign. Before I go to the federal simulator, I'm going to do the provinces overall majority. So for the Conservatives, Saskatchewan, of course, Manitoba, Alberta, of course, Ontario, yeah, for the Liberals, Quebec as well, Nova Scotia, this one right here, and Newfoundland and Labrador. For the more competitive ones, I think they're gonna keep this seat in the Northwest Territories, the Liberals. I think they're gonna keep this one as well, New Brunswick, even though I don't think it would happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if the NDP could potentially split the vote here and lead to a Conservative win, but I doubt that. And let me talk about the other one. So I think, similar to what I was saying, in British Columbia, I think the NDP and the Liberals will split the votes, leading to a Conservative majority in this province. And now for Nunavut, I think the NDP will also, not also, but they will win this seat and overall province. So, and for the one that I'm not sure of, I think the Liberals would win the Yukon province. But if the Conservatives have a good night and they either get really close or even potentially win with Erin O'Toole, they might be able to snipe this seat or province. But at the moment, with the current momentum that the Liberals got from the debate, I think they're gonna win that province as well. So, and now for the most interesting part, for the federal simulator. So I'm gonna do the best case scenario for the Conservatives in this election. So that would mean 34% of the national vote. You would see the Liberals go down to 31.5, and you'll see a rise in the NDP to around, I think 20.5%. Yeah, I'm gonna move that down just slightly. And for the People's Party, the PPC, I should say, they would go down because they wouldn't split the vote, and you would get something like that. This probably would be the best case scenario for them in this election. Realistically, they would get like 142 against the Liberals 132. And the NDP would almost get 40. And I'm gonna do the best case scenario for the Liberals. That would be 33% of the vote. You would see the Conservatives on the same part of it and be 33 versus 33, and the NDP would underperform by a big margin, which is, I think, possible. And I'm not gonna move those two. Not much of a difference, but you would see something like these guys move to like 7%. I should say the People's Party. Sorry about that. You would see them like just rise all of a sudden. And let's see the seat projection and the best case scenario for the Liberals. So this would be like the absolute, not the absolute, but the more realistic part of it. They would win 164. Still not a majority government. As you can see, would be a Liberal minority government. I'm gonna do one for the NDP best case scenario before I do my actual like projection. So if like NDP would probably some like outrageous like 22. The Liberals do like 31 and like probably be like they got, if I'm not mistaken, they got 34% in the last election popular vote, and I don't think that would change. And you would see let's keep at 34 and this at 6, and you would see like these guys drop by a lot, 21.5 to make it realistic, and 35. Yeah, there we go. So for the NDP, that the best case scenario would be some like 40-ish seats, and with either a conservative minority government or a liberal minority government. And now for my actual prediction. So I see the Liberals doing similar to 2019 with them getting 33% of the vote, and the Conservatives doing similar as well with 34.5. But for the NDP, I just think their numbers are way too much, and I think they would get 18%. Not some people are saying they could get 20, but I just don't see them gaining that much momentum. The Greens, the Bloc, the Quebec Bloc, they're gonna stay the same. And for the PPC, I think it's either like 3.5 or 4%. It doesn't make a difference. And there we go. So as I was saying, for my actual prediction, I see the Liberals losing some seats, but still having a Liberal minority. This will probably be my final prediction, unless there's a temporary surprise. But as of now, losing some seats, but keeping power. And with the Conservatives extremely close to them with 141 seats. In a really tight election that the Liberals don't have any more cushioning if anything bad happens. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next video.